watching Sports Beat.
9 wins, 9 losses, 4 draws. That's what Real Salt Lake's record looks like going into the night. 31 points in the standings. That equals 1 spot outside of the playoffs. It's not an easy opponent tonight either, but still an opportunity to pick up points. NYCFC is in town at the Riot. Coach Mike Petke still on suspension from his outburst a week ago. Freddie Juarez filling in. Tied up in the second half, 75th minute, Albert Rusnak from distance. That's a nice strike, and RSL takes the 2-1 lead. They weren't finished. 88th minute, look at this. Nick Beasler, the heel flick. RSL grabs all 3 points tonight at home with the 3-1 win. That's a great goal. Utah Royals FC on the field away from home, though, taking on the Chicago Red Stars. Chicago gets ahead quick. Second chance goal in the 5th minute from Samantha Kerr. Then later in the half, Royals keeper Nicole Barnhart. This is a beauty here. She's able to punch that one away. Royals couldn't score, though, tonight, so they end up losing 2-0. They're winless in their last 6 matches. That's pretty tough. Well, tonight at Smith's Ballpark, the Mariachi Band was out on the plaza for Las Abejas night, hosting the Baby Cakes. Gotta love it there. Hey, and you gotta love this. Jared Walsh swinging a mighty bat with the homer for the Bees. Bees scored 4 runs in the 3rd inning. It just wasn't enough, though. The Bees do end up losing to the Baby Cakes on their home field tonight. All right, we're rolling into the first weekend of college football camps here in the Beehive State, which really just means we're 1 weekend closer to the start of the real deal on August 29th at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo. BYU, as we know, hoping to open the season, ending that 8-game losing streak to the Utes. They've got sophomore Zach Wilson behind center. They've got some decent pass catchers, but who's going to be carrying the rock for the Cougars come that Thursday night? Well, the Cougars still looking for that reliable running option that really hasn't been there since Jamal Williams was in Provo. Lupini Katoa looks like he may get the first crack at the job. He's even been touted as a preseason nominee for some national awards. But they also bring in Tyson Williams. He's a transfer from South Carolina, and Emmanuel Asukpa, who transferred in from Rice. Offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes says they're all going to be given a share of the load early.
I think the question will be how many guys deserve to get reps in the game, And so if we, last year we played running back by committee because we had to. We didn't have a lot of other options because we had so many injuries. This year we might do it because we have so many options, not because we have to. And that's not a bad thing. But if there's one guy who shows that he's clearly better than everyone else, then that'll certainly be reflected in the number of carries that he gets.
Well, the Utes seem pretty stable at the running back position. Of course, they've got Zach Moss. He'll be tearing it up at Rice-Eccles this season. On the other side of the ball, though, arguably the best player on the team, they've got a load of defense. But how about cornerback Jalen Johnson? This is a guy with NFL aspirations. He's been mentioned as a possible 1st or 2nd round pick in next year's NFL draft. But for Johnson, pursuing those personal goals, that's only just a part of one greater team goal. He wants that first ever Utes Pac-12 championship.
First, I want to win the Pac-12 South and then go on the championship and redeem ourselves and get the Pac-12 championship. And then hopefully either go to Rose Bowl or go to playoffs and just make a name for ourselves outside the Pac-12. Because we are a solid team in the Pac-12, but we haven't had a good opportunity to compete against somebody outside the Pac-12 of a good caliber. So just want to go and try to compete with the best of them.
And how about those Aggies? They were getting deeper into fall camp as well, getting ready to kick off the day after the Utes and Cougars against Wake Forest. Earlier today on Sports Beat, we had Utah State's season preview, and if you missed it, well, you'll want to catch this part again.
We're in a good spot, a lot of learning to do, a lot of tweaking to do, just making sure that we got the right kids in the right spots as we move forward, but I would say the first 3 days as a whole is a positive. From the offense and the defense, first 3 days, there's been give and take on both sides, which is a good thing. The key is to make sure that we make the offense earn it when they get a nice play and make the defense earn it when they get a nice play.
11 wins. It's been an incredible run for this Utah State team.
The expectations throughout the Mountain West are that the Aggies should pick up right where they left off.
But the bar is certainly higher now after an 11-win season.
Utah State, with those 5 all-conference selections and preseason Offensive Player of the Year Jordan Love, picked to finish 2nd behind Boise State.
We've got a lot of weapons on this offense.
Nobody's better than us. Nobody can out-scheme us. Nobody can score on us. Whoever touches the ball, I mean, they got that potential, that big playmaking potential. To be able to do stuff like that every week is really just fun. We respect everybody. But we fear nobody.
It is over. He's the fastest guy on the football field.
Save on Scarver down the sideline. Step into the end zone. 100 yards.
Touchdown, Utah State.
Right now, Utah State cannot be stopped. They've got to be a team that no one wants to play. He's off to the races. Walks into the end zone. What? Are you kidding me? Utah State just won it.